What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Cosmic Carry here, rolling out my tier 9 waffle tracker of Panzer 4, and today I'm just gonna be I guess I'm kind of back, sort of back, or whatever. The equipment isn't 100% there, but it's somewhat there. And today I'm rolling out my tier 9 Woofy, which I'm grinding out. For those of you that don't know, in a couple of weeks' time we're gonna have the on-track event for the GRILLE 15, which is going to be the third German TD that's going to be added to the tech tree, alongside the Waffentrager, and the Waffentrager is not going to be removed as it was done so on the PC because of reasons. I haven't got a clue. So I'm presuming I think it's on the 14th or the 15th the on-track event is happening, so I'm assuming, I haven't got a clue. If you guys want to correct me in the comments, etc, etc, the GRILLE 15 will be added then, or around that time. So in the meantime, you need to start grinding out your tier 9 Woofy. Myself, I am I think about 120k into grinding this thing. They're about there somewhere, I'm not sure. And yeah, so either you're gonna fork out the cash, you can grind it out later, or you can grind it out now, and when the GRILLE 15 is released, you can have it there and then, straight away. That's what I plan to do anyway. So the tier 9 Woofy, what to say about the tier 9 Woofy? I mean, it's pretty, when it comes to the guns, it's pretty much a repeat of the Borsig, but it's a different tank. The Borsig, the gun is kind of centrally mounted. It's a much smaller tank. It's not mounted at the rear. So gun depression isn't that much of a factor. It kind of is, etc, etc. It's smaller. It's not as wide. It is very different, and plus you're at tier 9 instead of tier 8. You have the choice of the 150mm again, and the 128, and it's kind of like the same thing, 500 damage or versus the 750 damage. But the derp gun on this tank, I mean, I have not tried to make it work. I believe I was kind of successful in my little experiment there, where I made the 150mm work for myself, and I got some really great games in the thing, with the setup that I had, etc, etc. But I haven't attempted to make the 150 work on this tank. I don't think it would be as viable, because of the pen, because you're moving up to tier 9, and there's such a greater chance of you hitting tier 10 games as opposed to when you're in the Borsig. But between the two, I love the Borsig. It's 100% a scumbag TD. But when you're in the mood for that kind of thing, you're in the mood for that kind of thing, if you know what I'm saying. And with this tank, it's I don't know, it's just much more awkward. It's a much more awkward tank, I would say, because the turret is rear mounted, so there's no gun depression whatsoever, and you're forced to expose your tank, like here, in order for me to get this shot on the C-54. You just have to expose your tank so much more, and the frontal part of your tank is exposed so much more than it would be, say, in a Borsig. I haven't got a clue. Has the speed and the mobility on this tank been nerfed? It definitely feels very lackluster. The speed, the reverse speed, and the rotation, the turret rotation is absolutely abysmal. I mean, I don't remember it being this bad, but it has been a long time since I've played in this tank, and I am very much a different player compared to the one that played this tank originally, which was 3 years ago, etc, etc. And I have to say, I repurchased the thing in order to grind for the GRILLE 15, and I thought I was gonna have a much better time than I am having, or I thought I was gonna enjoy the tank more so than I have been. It's been okay. You know, I loved playing in the Borsig, you know, for whatever reason. You know, I just loved playing it. Was it the camo values, the size of the thing? I haven't got a clue. You know, I mean, I like my heavies, I like my mediums. When I'm in a kind of a kickback, chillax mood, I like to play a bit of arty, and especially I like to play, you know, TDs. But you know, there's a time and place for each and every tank. A type of tank, people call them scumbags, no skill, etc, etc. I mean, to me, it's kind of like what fits my mood, so to speak. You know, if I'm some people, you know, they get sick and tired of tanks and they walk away. You know, they don't play for a day or two. I think that's a little bit extreme, a little bit going over top. You know, but nothing wrong with that. Me personally, I think you should just change the type of tank that you're playing in. And when I'm kind of not in the mood, then I kind of transfer into easy mode and play in a TD. And now, you know, I play in arty as well. You know, that's super easy. Kick back, chillax, sit on the sofa, you know, put your feet up, and yeah. But it is what it is. So this is my mastery game. This is the first mastery game. I'm not sure how many games played I have in this tank. I think it's around 100, 200 mark. But the mastery was just, I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it. Why can't I get a mastery badge in a stupid ass TD? You know, and I thought it would be even more difficult to get around this period because, you know, everybody's grinding this tank. So, you know, the levels are so much higher. But and truth be told, I don't think I really deserve the mastery in this game. But what the hey, I guess, you know, it was a high damage game, so who am I to complain, you know? But yeah, so 100%, you know, get grinding, get to it, and I guess I was there when it mattered, when it came to, you know, the actual gameplay, and I did take out some crucial tanks. And this isn't a tier 10 game, by the way, but what is it? Well, it's a tier 9 game, isn't it? And you saw me there at the beginning of the game. I didn't even look at the, you know, what tier game I was in. And that's because, you know, usually I don't when I'm in a TD or arty, because it, you know, it makes no difference, you know, because the aim of the game when it comes to being in a TD is you should never ever be spotted. You know, granted, I'm spotted quite a few times here, but you know, this isn't Prokhorovka. But yeah, you know, so it is what it is. It's not a tough life being in a TD. You know, I'm going to be releasing a montage of me simply I'm just not lit up in this tank, and I'm just getting, you know, really big damage games. But it's hard life in this tank. Hard life, yeah. But yeah, you know, a lot of controversy with regards to the Waffentrager remaining in the game because it was released. And I did watch the dev stream recently, you know, the Lunar dev stream, and I have to say, you know, there's a lot of, you know, questions being asked with regards to Waffentrager. You know, why is it staying? Me myself personally, I kind of on the fence. I don't mind either way, you know, because usually the person driving the waffle kind of sucks, and you know, they don't take advantage of its full potential, so to speak. And you know, waffles usually die within the first 2 minutes. And another kind of balancing factor, I kind of mentioned this on the forums, was the fact that when a waffle is lit up, everybody and their mother kind of turns their guns towards the waffle and shoots at it, you know, because it's pretty easy to bend, it's pretty big, and you know, everybody hates the waffle, blah blah blah, and everybody wants the waffle out of the game, out of, you know, that particular battle. Nobody wants to die from the waffle, so you know, so it's kind of, it's balanced by that without actually being balanced. But I have to say, you know, the devs the devs were really, you know, condescending. I thought personally, you know, they're very dismissive of, you know, people when people are asking questions about, you know, why is it staying? Why is it staying? You know, because there's a lot of, you know, salty medium players that come around the corner after flanking and doing this and doing that and, you know, deploying their best tactics in the game to achieve victory, and they come around the corner, they've forgotten there's a waffle in the game, and the waffle blasts them to Holy Kingdom Come. You know, so, you know, and that happens to me 100%, you know, but it happens to me once in a blue moon, and, you know, should the tank be taken out of the game because of that? Yeah. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed. 7K game. Take it easy. Adios, muchachos.